Morning students, let's continue with the chapter 3, change in the profit sharing ratio among the existing partners, under the topic accounting for revaluation of assets and liabilities when there is change in the profit sharing ratio of existing partners. Yesterday we discussed the case 1 and today we will discuss about the case 2 of this topic. Let's do the illustration 42. Brijesh, Charu and Dileep are partners sharing profits ratio in the ratio 3:2:1. Their balance sheets is as follows on 31st March 2016. The status of liability side is as follows. Creditors worth rupees 87,000. Reserves worth rupees 42,000. Profit and loss account profits 21,000. Capitals of Brijesh, Charu and Dileep are 3 lakh, 3 lakh and 50,000 respectively. Assets cash 30,000, debtors 62,000 less provision for doubtful debts 2,000. And the net debtors are 60,000. Stock 1,80,000, furniture 30,000, plant 2 lakh, building 3 lakh. Partners agreed that from 1st April 2016 they will share profits and losses in the ratio of 4:4:1. Means they want to change in the profit sharing ratio from 1st April 2016, and they agreed that stock is to be valued at 20% less. Means there is a loss in the value of stock to be revalued 20% loss. Provision for doubtful debt is to be increased by 1,500. Earlier provision is 2,000 and it is to be increased by 1,500, and the now provision for doubtful debts will be 3,500 total. Furniture is to be depreciated by 20% and plant by 15%. Again loss in the value of furniture as well as plant. 3,500 are outstanding for salaries. This is again loss. The liability arises that 3,500 are outstanding for salaries. Building is to be valued at rupees 3,50,000. Earlier the value of building is 3 lakh and the now 3,50,000. So there is a profit of rupees 50,000. Goodwill is to be valued at 45,000. Partners do not want to record the altered value of assets and liabilities in the books and want to leave the reserve and profits undistributed. This line is important and new in this question. We are discussing case 2 when they don't want to show the revised values in the books. So this line is important. Partners do not want to record the altered value of assets and liabilities in the books and want to leave the reserves and profits undistributed. You are required to pass a single journal entry to give effect to the above and also prepare the revised balance sheet. So we have to show the effect of this all the adjustments in the single entry. For this, first of all, we will calculate the overall loss or profit. In earlier case, we maintained this with the help of the revaluation account. Here, the all losses and profits will be calculated is same as in the case of revaluation account, but we will not maintain the revaluation account. We will just plus and minus, add or subtract and calculate the overall loss or profit on revaluation. First of all, according to the first adjustment, stock is to be valued at 20% less. The value of stock is 1,80,000 and the 20% of 1,80,000 is 36,000. So loss due to the decrease in the value of stock is 36,000. Provision is increased by 1,500. So again loss due to provision for doubtful debt 1,500. Furniture depreciated by 20%. 30,000 into 20 by 100, that is 6,000. Loss due to decrease in the value of furniture 6,000. Plant by 15%, the value of plant is 2 lakh and the 15% of 2 lakh is 30,000. So loss due to decrease in the value of plant is 30,000. And there is unrecorded liability of outstanding salaries. So loss due to unrecorded liability 3,500. Total loss is 77,000. And building is to be valued at 3,50,000. So there is a profit of rupees 50,000 in the value of building. So profit due to increase in the value of building is 50,000. The overall loss is 77,000 minus 50,000. That is loss on revaluation 27,000. This is negative figure minus 27,000. Then here partners do not want to distribute the profits and the reserves given in the balance sheet. So the net effect, adjustment for reserves and adjustment for the profits. We will add the value of reserves and value of profits in the revaluation loss. Loss on revaluation 27,000. Adjustment for reserves 42,000. Adjustment for profits 21,000. Overall balance is adjustment. One more thing, goodwill is valued at 45,000. The value of goodwill is also adjusted. Then loss on revaluation minus 27,000. Adjustment for reserves 42,000. Adjustment for profits 21,000. Adjustments for goodwill 45,000. So negative balance 27,000. Positive balance 42,000. 21,000. 45,000. Overall balance, positive balance is 81,000. So we have to give the net effect of 81,000. Then first of all we will calculate sacrificing ratio or gaining ratio. The old ratio is 3:1 and the new ratio is 4:4:1. We will calculate the sacrifice or gain. The formula is old ratio minus new ratio. In case of Brijesh, old ratio is 3/6 and the new is 4/9. And the difference is 1/18 by taking LCM. And there is a sacrifice in case of Brijesh. Then Charu, old ratio 2/6 and the new ratio 4/9 and the difference is 2/18 or we can say 1/9. There is a gain because by putting the formula of sacrificing ratio old minus new, there is negative, that is minus 2/18. So this is gain. In case of Dilip, 1/6 old and 1/9 new. The difference is 1/18, that is positive. Again sacrifice. The overall adjusted value is 81,000. So in case of Brijesh, 81,000 into 1/18, sacrifice 1/18. The amount is rupees 4,500 sacrifice. So Brijesh capital account will be credited with the 4,500. In case of Charu, gain of 2/18, then 81,000 into 2/18, the amount is rupees 9,000 and Charu's account will be debited with rupees 9,000 because there is a gain to Charu. In case of Dilip, 81,000 into 1/18, rupees 4,500 credit. Dilip's capital account will be credited because he is sacrificing his share. So the net entry will be Charu's capital account debit 9,000 to Brijesh capital 4,500 to Dilip's capital 4,500. Then balance sheet as at April 1st April 2016. Liability side, they don't want to record the altered values in the assets and liabilities. So all values of assets and liabilities are same and only there is a change in the capital balances of the partners. Creditors same, 87,000, reserves 42,000, profits 21,000 as it is with the previous balance sheet. And capital accounts, Brijesh capital 3 lakh and his capital account is credited with rupees 9,000. So the is credited with 4,500. So Brijesh new capital is 3,04,500 and Charu's account is debited with 9,000. So 3 lakh minus 9,000, that is 2,91,000. Dileep's capital account is credited with 4,500. So Dileep's new capital is 54,500 and the total of capital is same because we are deducting 9,000 from Charu and we are adding 4,500 in Brijesh and 4,500 in Dileep. So total will be same, that is 6,50,000 and the total of balance sheet is also same. Liability side 8 lakh previous balance sheet total and same the 8 lakh is current balance sheet total. And now asset side, cash balance is same, debtors same 62,000 minus 2,000, stock same, furniture same, plant same, building same. There is no change in the asset side of the balance sheet. All balances will be same and the total again 8 lakh. With this question is over. We will do more practice of illustrations. Next illustration is illustration 43. Shankar, Babita and Vishal are partners in the firm in the ratio of 5:4:2. On 1st April 2019, they decided to share profits in the ratio 4:3:2. They want to alter their profit sharing ratio. On this date, general reserve was rupees 34,900 and loss on revaluation of assets and liabilities is rupees 5,200. It was decided that adjustment should be made without altering the figures of assets and liabilities in the balance sheet. Means they don't want to change the balance sheet of the firm. They don't want to alter the figures of assets and liabilities in the balance sheet. So make adjustment by single journal entry. Journal reserve 34,900 positive, loss on revaluation 5,200 negative. The overall balance positive 29,700. Old ratio 5:4:2, new ratio 4:3:2. We will calculate sacrificing or gaining ratio by putting the formula old ratio minus new ratio. In case of Shankar, there is a sacrifice of 1 by 99. In case of Babita, there is sacrifice of 3 by 99. And in case of Vishal, gain is 4 by 99. You know one thing, the total of sacrifice is exactly equal to the total of gain. 1 by 99 plus 3 by 99. Total is 4 by 99 sacrifice total and 4 by 99 is the gain. So Shankar's capital account will be credited by 29,700 into 1 by 99, that is credited by 300. Babita's capital account is credited by 29,700 into 3 by 99. Their amount is 900 and Vishal account is debited by 29,700 into 4 by 99, that is the amount is 1200. The journal entry will be Vishal's capital account debit 1200 to Shankar's capital account 300 to Babita's capital account 900. With this, our chapter 3 is over and you have to do the practice of all the numericals, and on Monday we will start the next chapter. Thank you.